HCTV Sports. We've got some girls varsity basketball Metro East Conference action for you today. It'll be the hometown Hastings Raiders coming into the game with an overall record of 5-8 versus the visiting Henry Sibley Warriors, who come into the game with a record of 10-6. I'm Reagan Hooverman. I'll be on play-by-play tonight, and this is as good a time as any to introduce my broadcast partner for the afternoon, Theo Tollefson. So, Theo, how's it going?
It's going all right, Reagan, and we're coming into an interesting game as Henry Sibley won their last game in a buzzer beater, 72-71 over Fridley, and Hastings not doing so well in their last game, losing 61-51 against De La Salle. So I think the Raiders are coming into this game hoping to make an improvement off their last one, and for Sibley Warriors, they're just trying to keep their hot streak going.
So with that being said, we've got some starting lineups here. I was trying to get a piece of the Henry Sibley starting lineup, but those jerseys, to be perfectly honest, are kind of hard to see the numbers, so we'll start with the hometown Hastings Raiders. It'll be number 14, Emma Baker, number 3, Avery Daly, number 20, Hannah Schultz, number 2, Shay Levos, and, of course, who else? Number 12, Lily Newton, who has been absolutely dominant this year, and I'm just realizing is only a junior. I thought she was a senior. So Hastings has got to be happy about that. They're going to get another season of her dominant basketball play.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out the starting lineup for the Warriors. I got 2 so far. I got number 34, Cece Bell, and number 23, Caroline Anderson.
Yeah, we'll probably get a better idea once I head out to the court, and here they go.
Looks like we've got 33, which is Aria Eichhoff. And I believe that's number 10, Audrey Parnell. There's one more. I think it's the girl in the backcourt, but
number 12.
And that it is.
Yep,
Natalie Parnell. So sisters, you'd have to assume, and we've got the tip-off, and action is underway here from Hastings. It'll be the Raiders with the first possession. Newton attacking, now kicking out. Now far side wing, trying to penetrate into the lane. Kicked back out, top of the key. Ball's fought for, stolen. And we've got a jump ball.
Oh, the Warriors on that play.
So it'll be the Warriors to inbound. This will be Audrey Parnell, the 5'9 junior guard. Getting it to Natalie Parnell. Now attacking, back out to Natalie Parnell for 3, no good. And the rebound goes Levos, going the other way, trying to push the pace. And it's stolen right back.
Got a little too much on that pass over to
Audrey Parnell, now kicked over top of the key, trying to get inside. I believe that was Cece Bell, and it was, trying to attack the rack. It goes out of bounds, but it'll remain Warrior possession. So we've got an inbound from under the bucket, trying to get it in. And it's tipped out of bounds, so the Warriors will have to run it back. Still no score. Nearly 60 seconds have passed in this first half. And out to Bell near the top of the key. She's going to drive and back down. Oh, beautiful turnaround move, and the layup off the glass is good for Cece Bell.
Yeah, no good play there at all by Bell. Taking it all by herself to get a nice two-pointer in.
The 5'10 senior forward scoring the first points of this contest, and now we've got the Warriors back on the attack. Kicked out. Three-pointer is up and rims out. Offensive rebound goes Schultz. Schultz gets to Newton, who puts it off the glass and in. So both teams scoring quickly. Now we have Natalie Parnell handing off to Audrey. Now on the left side wing, and we've got a foul call. Looks like it's going to be a bump that's going to go against Emma Baker. 5'9 freshman guard getting the varsity start.
Yeah, it's not been unusual for the Raiders to be starting Baker this season. We've seen her in a few games starting out. Usually coming in later.
Cece Bell backing down. A little turnaround layup off the glass is good with some contact, and she'll have a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way to try to extend the lead to 3 points. Warriors lead 4-2, 16 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Bell at the line to shoot 1. Off front iron and no good. Rebound goes to, I believe that's McVicker, who subbed in. So we had some substitutions. McVicker is checked into the game for the Raiders, and so has number 21, Maggie Schlottman. Inbound pass to Newton nearly in the backcourt. Now Levos out of Daly. Now McVicker back to Daly. Daly again on the left side. Trying to get the pass into the short corner, and she does. Now back out near midcourt. Trying to attack, kicked out right side three-pointers up and sent via airmail. That was no good. And now it's going to be Audrey Parnell going the other way, trying to get it to CC Bell, but it's tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, on that three-point attempt, Levos was just kind of in a tough spot to really pass the ball or make a shot.
I don't know if she just didn't get enough on it or if maybe it got tipped.
Yeah, that's possibly what could have happened. But didn't have enough behind it to really make it good.
Audrey Parnell backing down to the lane, and we've got a foul call. They're going to say on the floor, so not in the act of shooting. And it'll be the Warriors. Set to inbound from under the bucket.
That foul going up against McVicker.
Driving straight through the lane. Not much resistance there from the Raiders defense. And we've got a timeout call. I believe that was the 5'10 senior guard Caroline Anderson with the layup. The lead is 6-2 for the Warriors, and the Raiders want to talk it over.
Only 3.5 minutes in, and, not that big of a score. So, a little early, but, yeah, the momentum hasn't been full there.
As we'll take a quick look here at the Metro East Conference standings, Hill Murray at the top, as they have been pretty much all season, 16-1. Matamidi right behind them there at 14-3. And the Henry Sibley Warriors at 10-6. Sibley at 8-6. The hometown Hastings Raiders are at 5-8. South St. Paul at 3-13. Tartan 4-11, and North St. Paul at the bottom at 2-10. So a quick look there at the Metro East Conference standings. Raiders have been slowly chipping their way up the standings, but still got a ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to matter too much, though. I believe the playoffs have already been seeded, so I think things are locked in. So regardless, they are what they are at this point.
Well, it's still nice to go into the playoffs with a win in your last game, and that's definitely what the Raiders are hoping to do here this evening.
Try and build some momentum, and they're going to pick up, looks like, full court pressure here. The Raiders get past it fairly easy. So we got Daly handing off. Ends up in the hands of McVicker and tipped again. McVicker getting bumped. And I believe we have a blocking call. Wait for official word, and that's what it is. So that's going to go against Natalie Parnell. Looks like a bit shaken up coming to the sideline, checking for maybe any blood.
Might have had an awkward little cut on the
Just
lip.
A collision.
Yeah.
So now it'll be Daly with possession. Now over to McVicker. Now Levos inside the paint for Newton. She's hit hard. Layup off the glass. Can't get it to go, but she's going to the free throw line. And I'm going to do what I always do. She's a fantastic free throw shooter. Try and put her to the test here, but from what I've seen this season, she's been fantastic. I think even in the last game. The last game they played, she was 10.
She had 21 points.
And 10 for 11 from the free throw line, so she's
very comfortable there.
Pretty lights out from the free throw line for a high school player.
Yeah, this is like the first stat sheet in a while that we've had where there's more information there for us to look at than just the points in the last game.
So she converts both pretty much as expected. So we get pass, trying to go inside, nearly stolen. Couldn't be corralled, but it'll still be Warrior possession. Another substitution here. We've got Schultz replacing Schlottman. Now the Warriors inbound, trying to go straight to the rack. Little fading left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. CeCe Bell nearly corralled an offensive rebound. It was tipped out of bounds by the Raiders, so possession will stay once again with the Warriors. 2-point advantage, 6-4 in favor of the Warriors. A lot of tipped passes so far.
Yeah, I think that's the one disadvantage happening here for the Raiders is, obviously they haven't been scored much against in Warrior possession, but they just keep tipping the ball out of bounds and causing, these short pauses. And
CeCe Bell from the right side can't get it to go.
Yeah, nice attempt there. But as I was saying, they've just been tipping the ball out and causing pauses in the game clock that, it's kept from a high-scoring game so far from either team.
Right. Ball put on the floor by Bell, stolen by Newton. Now Raiders trying to push the pace. So we've got Linnea Hansen trying to kick it out. Now it's over to McVicker, who's going to drive. A little bit of a Euro step, kicks it out, top of the key, thought about a three, decided against it. Now into Newton, into the post. She's double-teamed and fouled. Don't believe it'll be in the act of shooting. I think they're going to get a side out here.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Newton taking a hard fall to the floor. You can definitely hear the thud throughout the entire gym.
So they're going to inbound from under the bucket, try and look for something easy potentially. And inbound pass is on the floor.
Come on, jump ball, and it's going to be Raiders possession.
You don't want to be going into jump balls on an inbound pass.
No. A break there for the Raiders, but yeah, like you're saying, that's definitely something you want to try to avoid.
Pass into Newton. He's going to try and swing it around. Pass is picked off. Going the other way is Audrey Parnell. Parnell trying to kick out. Elbow jumper is up off side iron, no good. And it's Emma Baker going the other way. Now inside to Newton. She's so comfortable from the free throw line, and we see exactly why right there.
And now it's a tied game.
A little bit of an elbow jumper for Newton, and she converts to knot it up at 6. Now CeCe Bell going the other way. And pass is thrown out of bounds. So an unforced error there for the Warriors, and it'll go back to Raider possession. So we got some substitutions coming in. It looks like Levos is back on the floor. Schlottman is back on the floor. Brooke Jackson is checked in as well. Now she has possession on the right side. Now top of the key, going straight at the rack. A little bit of contact.
And that one's going to be
out of bounds.
Warrior possession.
Yep, out of bounds off Levos. So dribbled it kind of off her leg. Now we're going the other way with Natalie Parnell. Swing pass to the right side. Thought about a three. Oh, beautiful pass into the post. Layup off high glass. Couldn't get it to go. Now it's Newton going the other way. Ball potentially picked off. Bodies on the floor.
That was something.
The
For
ball
some
got,
reason, they're calling it on.
The Warriors tipped it out of bounds, and they're saying it's Warrior possession.
Yeah. For some reason, they're saying McVicker touched it in that time, but that didn't look to be the case in our angle.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, very bad call.
Those are ones you can't miss.
Hometown crowd definitely letting the ref know he was wrong.
Rightfully so. Regardless, it is Warrior possession. Now left side wing. Thought about a three. Takes it. Doesn't fall. And now it's Newton going the other way, trying to run the offense here with 12 minutes and change to go. Knotted up at 6. Both teams with 3 fouls, so bonus not really in play yet. Swing pass over to Schlottman, and it's tipped and turned over. Ends up in Warrior hands. Now another open three. She's got a quick trigger. 2 3-point attempts and 2 possessions. Neither one finding the bottom of the bucket. I can't see her number because I think it's 5. Oh, yeah, it's Izzy.
Yep.
That's my bad. I should have known that. She's actually a good shooter.
So, of course, she's going to be making as many three-point attempts as she can
She
get.
took a lot. The last time these two teams played, we called it was a road game. I think she had like 7 or 8 threes.
Nice save there by Newton, keeping the ball from going out of bounds.
A lot of loose balls this game here through the first 6-7 minutes or so. Trying to get the ball in. They do. That's Levos who gets it to Newton. Newton to the corner. Thought about a 3 with Schlottman. Now kicked out. Trying to find Newton in the post. And we've got a foul call. So we've got a substitution here. Hannah Schultz will replace Maggie Schlottman. And it will be Brooke Jackson to inbound from under the bucket, trying to get it to Newton, and she does. Now Newton near the top of the key, taking a three-pointer. That one rims out. Offensive rebound. Pretty fortunate bounce there for the Raiders. Wild layup off the glass is no good. And now the Warriors going the other way. Cece Bell going to pull the trigger on a 3 and convert. Advantage back to 3 for the Warriors. Now the Raiders getting back at it in the right side short corner. Now to Newton in the lane. Little pull-up jumper. Oh, beautiful shot there.
Right where she needed to be just to convert a point.
She's so good from inside that paint extended area. Now Bell thinking about a 3, trying to attack. Now kick back out. It's going to be a three-pointer instead the other way. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Losing control is Bell. Stolen by Newton. And now the Raiders trying to push the pace.
Ooh.
Maybe trying to push the pace a little too fast.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've definitely noticed so far in this game for both teams, passing game hasn't really been, what you'd call stellar. There have been a lot of fumbling around.
A lot of turnovers so far,
Yeah.
similar to the last game these two teams played. So maybe they just know each other well and are solid on the defensive end, as we've got Cece Bell in the left side corner, now kicked out. That's Izzy Notchheim near the top of the key. Few dribble moves. Now back to Notchheim, looking for a screen, and she gets it from Bell. Now kicked back out. Swung around, thought about a 3. Now Cece Bell from the right side. That one's sent via airmail. And ball ends up in Raider hands. Looking to push the pace is Shea Levos. Levos trying to take a 1-on-3. Ball is stolen, and it's Izzy Notchheim going all the way to the rack. She's hit. And it's off Raider. I believe they set off one of the Raiders' legs. So Newton is going to go to the bench to grab a quick breather. Pass into the left side short corner. A little pull-up jumper is short. Now it's Levos going the other way again. Now to Daly. And we've got a kick ball, so Raiders will have to inbound once again. It's going to be Emma Baker set to inbound. And she gets it into Levos. Levos in the backcourt. She's okay. Now to Daly, out near the logo. Now to Baker. Three-pointer from the right side is just short, catching only a little bit of the net. Now it's Cece Bell on the attack the other way, going all the way to the rack. Nice layup off the inside glass.
Cornell trying to swipe the in pass right there off the start for the.
So we've got Baker on the right side. Ooh, big amount of substitutions coming in here in for the Raiders. It's going to be Schultz, Hansen, Newton, and McVicker.
Baker's the only one staying out there for the Raiders.
So nearly a hockey-style line change, as we've got a three-point advantage here for the Warriors, 11-8 with under 9 minutes to go in the first half. That's a travel. Yep, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They missed a pretty bad tipped pass earlier, so I don't know what can get by this crew.
Apparently a lot.
Apparently a lot. That's a good point. And it's
Kicked, they're saying.
pretty fortunate because that would have been a turnover.
Yeah, off one of the Warriors' shoes.
So Baker set to inbound. Getting it in to Newton. Newton's double teamed. Now passed over to Hansen, and it's an errant pass that sails out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it's another turnover for the Raiders.
It's been very costly for them so far, and fortunate, it's still a very close game scoring-wise, very low scoring, so that's the fortunate side of, all these fumbles around with their passing game.
Neither team able to get much offense going, and there's another turnover, this time in favor of the Raiders. As it's Newton picking off a pass in the short corner, now attacking on offense. Trying to get it into the post, and it sails out of bounds. It's another turnover.
This is a little concerning for the
All right,
Raiders.
in my pregame notes, I put keys to the game for the Raiders. Limit turnovers, take threes when open, and get Lily Newton going early. I think they're
They've achieved one. I'd say one of three is working. It's Lily Newton.
Yeah, Newton's actually.
Because when she's in the paint, she's been converting those shots. But the opportunities that she's had have been limited just because of these turnovers for both teams.
So that's Monica Brown out near the top of the key, dumping into the post. We've got a
unintentional trip over, it looks like there.
Yeah, he called it a block, but that was more of a tackle.
Looked like one player stepped on the other player's shoes.
But just going back to what I was saying about the keys of the game, there's a reason I put limit turnovers first. Because when the Raiders limit turnovers, they win pretty much every game they play. It's just they haven't been able to do it often enough.
Yeah, and you'll have to wonder if they take another timeout before this first half is over.
Yeah, I think they're okay for now, but if the Warriors tack on three to five more points, I'd consider calling one.
And that's the thing. I don't think I've seen this low scoring of a game, even at the high school level, in such a long time.
So we've got Post and Newton now kicked out. Three-pointer from the right side, up and short. Baker fighting for the rebound and corralling. Now back out to Newton. Newton's going to attack. She gets bumped. The pass sails out of bounds. It's another turnover. So now the Warriors crossing midcourt. Right side corner trying to attack. Going to take it baseline. Pass out to the left side for a mid-range jumper. That's off back iron, and rebound goes, I believe that was Schlottman, and it was. So now it's Hansen trying to swing it over to Baker. Now Baker back to Hansen. Short corner jumper is partially blocked. Rebound is fought for. There are bodies flying. We've got a jump ball. Good effort right there. I believe that was. Is that Schlottman? Or
that was Schlottman.
Kind of a scrappy player. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, the advantage for the Warriors, 11-8, 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Low scoring, kind of defensive affair so far. Now trying to attack at the free throw line, and we've got a foul call. So they're going to tack that on to Hansen. Her first foul. Inbound pass goes to Natalie Parnell. Parnell kicking to the corner. This is Notsheim going baseline and a blocking call. And just like that, Hansen has 2 fouls in the last 3 seconds of game action. We've got Levos replacing Schlottman. So Warriors set to inbound from under the bucket. Passed out, nearly picked off, but ends up in the hands of Natalie Parnell. Now attacking straight into the lane. A little bit of a Derrick Rose type floater. Offensive rebound is blocked twice. Great defense by the Raiders. Going straight back to the bucket. Another floater. That one's up and converted. believe that's Monica Brown.
Yes.
5'5" senior guard. Now Raiders back on the attack. Levos trying a cross-court pass. Dangerous pass there.
Fortunately, that one was knocked out of bounds by Anderson for the Warriors, so the remain Raider possession. And, 5-point lead has been the biggest gap in this game so far. So the bright side is it doesn't take much for the Raiders to come back and close the gap on this lead. But
now Hansen attacking the short corner. That one's got too much sauce on it.
That one, shots like that and just the turnover rate for the Warriors.
Now a three-pointer is up off back iron, fought for the rebound, ends up in Warrior hands. Now we've got Bell near the top of the key, dribbled off a Raider foot. And it's going the other way. It's a turnover. I believe this is Levos all the way to the bucket. Couldn't get it to fall. Now it's Warriors going back the other way, still leading by 5 points, all the way to the rack. Pass is picked off. Now going the other way is Baker. Baker on the attack. Little jump stop over to Newton. She loves that spot. Oh, it rims out.
Back-to-back shots by the Raiders and the rim outs. That's just unfortunate.
It was halfway down for Newton, but couldn't get it to fall. Trying to chip away at this 5-point lead. Only 21 total points scored here. South of 5 minutes to go in the first half. Make that 23 points. And it's going to be a timeout. Good call on that earlier. And the Raiders want to talk it over. It's the biggest lead of the game for either team. It's the Warriors' advantage. Is 7.
15-8. I mean, like I've been saying all game, the low scoring is the advantage here for both teams. But eventually these turnovers is going to hurt the Raiders. And this is looking like the start of something for the Warriors. So if they didn't call this timeout, it could have really cost them going into the second half.
Yeah, I like the timeout. I think and I'm no coach, but I played basketball for years, and I think you got to tell your team to slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little out of control. The passes are flying out of bounds. You're getting picked clean, and it's going the other way, and that's what's resulting in the points. And to be clear, the Warriors haven't had the best first half either. They have 15 points, but 15 points in a game like this. Starting to look pretty good with 4.5 minutes to go or whatever it is. If you're the Raiders, you just got to find a way to get some offenses. We've got a shot here of some fans
JV,
in the crowd.
I think it's the JV Raiders team over on the other side of the court. This is the first time we've seen.
That reminds me, as we get a shot of the fans right there. Great job by the camera team. Hopefully no fans are ejected this afternoon.
The last two games we've called. Well, last 3. Oh, man.
And the ball's on the floor. We've got a 2-on-1. Oh, beautiful find. What a nice pass.
That was Monica Brown passing over to Parnell.
So Brown finding Parnell. A pretty standard 2-on-1 attack there on the fast break. Now it's Newton the other way. Oh, beautiful turnaround jumper. Really smooth stroke there by Lily Newton trying to fight the Raiders back into this game.
And I think just getting that basket in after the cold streak of...
Let's give you some confidence.
Give you a little confidence, yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm really not a fan of these away jerseys. It's hard to see these numbers.
The red and gold?
Yeah, it's like... believe this is Kirchner at the free throw line. Second one can't fall. Offensive rebound goes CeCe Bell. Now to Notchheim. Now over to Brown. Now swung to the right side corner. We've got a foul call. Are they going to say offensive foul? It's going the other way. So
yes.
They're going to say a little bit of a push off there. Maybe throwing elbows, throwing shoulders.
That one going up against Audrey Parnell, her second of the game.
Now it's Baker near the top of the key. Now over to Daly. Daly inside the post to Newton. Newton kicked out. Now to Baker. Thought about a 3. Trying to go baseline. And we've got a foul call. They're going to say bumping with the body there. So we're going to get free throws because this is the bonus. So both teams in the bonus, 7 fouls for each team.
Yep. And the Baker's going to get a chance to close the gap on this lead by the Warriors, 7 points. So not totally out of reach, but
that was 1 and 1. So the first one goes in. She'll get the second one.
I think these next 3.5 minutes that's left in the first half might be the most interesting of the game so
I
far.
agree. I completely agree. This is, not going to say the game's in the balance, but beautiful inside pass. Oh, absolutely electric find.
That one got in, and they're calling a blocking foul, it looks like.
Looks like an and one, so this is going to be the freshman center, Gabby Kirchner, going to the free throw line again, her second trip, and I believe 2 possessions. She's in 9th grade, and she's 6'2".
Wow. That's something.
Converting on the free throw. Oh, we've got a substitution.
Yeah,
I was confused for a
wondering,
second. I was like, did we have
timeout?
I was like, timeout, lane violation. I don't know what happened, but just a substitution. Lead up to 8 points for the Warriors. McVicker taking it herself coast to coast. Off back iron, rebound goes Natalie Parnell. She's going to slow it down. Now over to Notchheim. Now back to Parnell. Looking for the post. Nothing there. Now a handoff. Back to Parnell out near the logo. Little screen near the top of the key. Trying to find Cece Bell. Parnell's going to take it baseline. Now finding Bell inside the paint. Kicked out. And that's Izzy Notchheim. Wide open 3 is converted. She's a good shooter. And we see why. They're going to say foot on the line, so that's just a deep 2-pointer. McVicker from a couple feet behind the arc. That one's short. Rebound goes Bell. Bell, nice crossover. Going to the rack. Layup, can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's Warrior possession. The lead is now grown to 10 points. 22-12 lead for the Warriors. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the first half. I believe we have a kickball.
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
So the Warriors are going to have to run it back here from under the bucket. Oh, you can't leave her open. Yeah, you can't leave Izzy Notchheim open for 3. Now she's found her stroke here in the last couple possessions. Back-to-back 3-pointers. And now the lead is, like you said, you called it. I mean, these last 3 or 4 minutes, this is going to be the most important minutes of the game, at least so far. And the lead has done nothing but grow for the Warriors.
And the turnover game has not improved for the Raiders at all, and that's what's costing them. Eventually it was going to catch up if they weren't able to turn it around.
They got to find a way to stop, the Raiders need to find a way to stop the bleeding here in the last minute and a half and try and cut into this deficit. Passes over the head of one of the Raiders, and it's turned over. Now it's Natalie Parnell top the key. Now over to Izzy Notchheim. That's a heat check. Oh, rims out. Offensive rebound. Beautiful save. Now another 3-pointer, and that one's short. Yeah. And it's out of bounds, and Raider possession. I thought for a second there that Izzy was going to hit another 3, and
yeah, big break for the Raiders on that.
We're just going to see her hand start on fire because she has been absolutely dominant for the last couple of minutes here. So we get the Raiders, I believe, getting fouled. Newton's going to go to the free throw line here. So it's going to be 1-1. So we get some substitutions. Daly's going to get a quick breather here. Newton's first free throw is good, so she'll get a second. Another substitution here for the Warriors, Monica Brown. Checking into the game for Ari Eichhoff. And the lead has been cut to 11. the Raiders could get it to single digits here before the half, that would be.
They almost had a good attempt there.
Now going all the way to the rack. Layup is off high glass. We've got a foul call. I believe we've got Caroline Anderson at the free throw line for a pair. The first one is good. And the second free throw is good, so 2 for 2 there from the charity stripe. Now under 60 seconds remaining in the first half. Hansen wide open. Passes out. Three-pointer from the right side is good. Levos for 3, trying to get this lead back down to 10, and she does. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Warriors could hold for the final shot if they want. Obviously no shot clock in high school basketball, at least not yet. I'm lobbying for that. Nodsheim going to the rack, wild shot off under the bucket. And it's going to be Warrior possession.
She's looking a little hurt on that play, yep. Walking it off.
Who was hurt?
Izzy. Looked like
Oh.
something. Probably just bounced off the
kind of an awkward shot there off the bottom of the bucket now with 25 seconds on the game clock. Hansen trying to find Newton in the post. She does. Now pass. Finds Levos. Now back out. Hansen into the post. Short corner is Newton, and she's hit hard. And
they're definitely going to call a foul again.
Going back to the free throw line.
I mean, there's only 12 seconds left, so obviously.
That's a bad foul.
Yeah, very one.
You can't commit that foul.
Very likely Newton will convert at least one of two here. And the Warriors will likely just run the clock.
So Newton's first is good. She'll get the second. 12.3 seconds to go on the first half clock. And Newton converts a pair, so 2 for 2 for her trip there. Gotta be smart here. No fouls on defense if you're the Raiders. 6 on the game clock. Now right side wing, trying to attack free throw line. Layup is no good. Offensive rebound. And a good defensive stand there for the Raiders to end the first half. The lead has been cut down to 8 points. 27-19 advantage for the Warriors. So what did you make of the first half?
Both teams really just letting a lot of turnovers happen, and the Warriors getting the better end of the stick in terms of being able to convert on those turnovers.
So with that being said, it is an 8-point advantage for the Warriors as both teams will head to the locker room. And stick around right here. We'll be back in a little bit for second half action from Hastings. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to HCTV Sports. We're about 90 seconds away, ostensibly, here from the second half of the girls' varsity basketball game. The hometown Hastings Raiders came into the game with a record of 5-8 versus the Henry Sibley Warriors with a 10-6 record. But with that being said, we'll take a quick look at playoff seeding for, I guess the playoffs. Rosemount.
Section 3 quadruple A.
Beautiful. So first seed, Rosemount. 15-3 record. Second, Lakeville North 9-7, and so on. You see Hastings got the 7 seed with the 5-8 record, which you'd think they'd be higher based on their record, but it is what it is. They got the 7th seed. So with that being said, they will play Lakeville North on Wednesday, March 17th. So that will be the playoff game for this girls varsity basketball team here in Hastings. And I'd love to call it. I'll advocate for it right now. I'd love to call the game. If we could find a way to get there, it'd be awesome to bring that to this community and the people that want to see this team have success, especially in the postseason. So that would be a lot of fun. If we can't get it, I'll say good luck to the Raiders, especially with a player like Lily Newton. Any game can be won. Any game can be won. I know they're trailing by only 8 here to try and rein it back into our broadcast this afternoon, but
yeah, we can just hope that the Raiders' turnover game will slow down or come to a stop compared to what it was like in the first half, where just constantly for both teams. Passes were just being turned over and no real good shot attempts were being made until like the last 5 minutes of the game. Oh, first half, I should say.
So the second half is underway as we get Baker over to Daly. Now to Levos, trying to get it into the post, and it's what's plagued them this whole afternoon, turnovers. It's going the other way. It's now Warrior possession. It's Natalie Parnell. Now over to the corner, Caroline Anderson. Ball's on the floor, but retaining possession. Parnell trying to find Cece Bell in the post. And the turnover is given right back, and it's given back again.
But going out of bounds, trying to run it back. That's, wow, yeah. I don't know what else to say to that.
It's been a turnover battle here this afternoon. Now it's Daly on the left side. And pass is tipped, but possession retained. Now Daly out near the logo. Hand off to Baker. Now inside the post. Now kicked out. Levos to the rack. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, nearly out of bounds.
Falling on top of each other, and it's hard to tell, who was able to remain possession on that. And it looks like they're calling Raiders.
It's going to stay Raider possession.
Yeah.
Shout out to Owen Ely. He said, if Reagan and Theo are on a broadcast together, is it still Dirty Bird Radio?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I
would say yes.
I think it is. I think it can be a dual broadcast. This is simulcast, we'll call it. As we get Daly losing possession. And now it's Cece Bell who lost her dribble. She's going to have to get rid of it, and safely does. Now going short corner to the baseline. Oh, reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Fought for. And it'll stay Warrior possession.
Yeah, but just tipping off everyone's fingers there, and no one really getting a good grasp on that last rebound attempt.
Mark Laska in the Facebook chat saying go Hastings with a thumbs up. That a guy, Mark. Layup is no good. And rebound goes Levos. It's tipped, and it'll stay Raider possession. So it's Baker set to inbound. Baker gets it into Newton. Newton attacking with the left hand, trying to find a pass inside the lane. It's tipped out of bounds, and we'll get another inbound pass. So now Baker from under the bucket gets it to Daly. Daly, a little short corner jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound once again goes Baker. Now top of the key three off back iron. Rebound goes Newton.
Whistle being blown, and it looks like
Newton's fouled. Score hasn't changed since the half started. Now 2 minutes into the second half. Advantage is still 8 for the Warriors. I feel like we've spent the entire half doing inbound passes.
And it keeps continuing here as when the Parnell sisters just knocked it out of bounds for the Raiders to have another inbound attempt. So
Baker gets it to Levos. And it's tipped out. Yeah,
inbound.
I might just stop talking about it. It's good. Baker's probably like, she's probably ready to just sit on the sideline and wait. Now Levos out near the Hastings logo. Baker near the elbow. Back to Levos. Crowd wanted to travel. And pass is picked off. Going the other way are the Warriors. Going to hit the brakes there and set up the offense. Trying to find the post. Going to take it baseline. Kicked out. Open mid-range jumper, and that didn't have enough sauce on it. Unfortunately, quite a few air balls tonight from both teams.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot.
Not something that we've seen much this season, especially from the Raiders. Can't speak too much for the Warriors, but this is the second game I've seen these two teams play, and in the first game there wasn't much of it. So we have Levos now to Baker. Hansen's pass is nearly picked off, and it's turned over. Layup going the other way is good. The
first
5-10
basket scored in the second half.
That's right. Nearly 3 minutes into action. The 5'10" senior guard, Caroline Anderson, scoring the first points of the second half.
Whistle being blown, and it looks like a kick on one of the Warriors.
Yep, so it'll be Raider possession. Almost went full Chris Berman on that right there. So Baker from under the bucket, trying to get it in, nearly out of time, and it's turned over. Now slowing it down, being a bit methodical here on offense. Now looking for a beautiful find. What an absolute dime of a pass right there. That was Anderson finding Bell in the post and then converting on the layup.
And the Raiders calling a timeout now.
And the lead is back to 12. 14 minutes and 44 seconds here to go in regulation. A lot of time left, but a lot of ball game left. But if you're the Raiders, you gotta find a way to get you gotta find a way to get something going. I think that's a good timeout. Essentially stop the run and try and let your team relax a little bit here.
Right.
Pretty clean second half in terms of fouls. Only one foul called so far, and we're almost 4 minutes into the second half. So we see a shot here of both teams as the Warriors are heading out onto the court to resume action. Raiders
taking every second they can right now.
Absolutely using all of the timeout. Still no fan ejections. You love to see that.
Yeah.
So, as it has been the entire game, it's Baker to inbound. Getting it to Levos. Levos crossing midcourt, finding, nearly finding Newton. Almost spoke too early there.
Yep.
Now attacking are the Warriors. Now Bell going straight to the rack, splitting the defense. Off the glass, and the layup is good. Picking up right where they left off, coming out of the timeout. Now it's into the post to Newton, backing down a defender. She's hit hard, and she'll go to the free throw line. So Newton will be going to the stripe here to shoot a pair. That was Bell's third foul. So with 14 minutes and change, you have to assume she's going to come out of the game, and she does. So they sub back in the 6'2" freshman center, Gabby Kirchner, to replace Bell, who's had a pretty fantastic second half.
Absolutely. Just unfortunately having too many fouls to really stay in for the time being.
Pass into the post is good, but the layup is not. Offensive rebound fought for, swung around top of the key. Now to the left side corner. Now back out on the right side wing, attacking into the free throw line, and we've got a double dribble call. The advantage is still 12 for the Warriors, 33-21, south of 14 minutes to go here in regulation. It's McVicker out near the logo, trying to get it to Newton in the post, and she does. Newton attacking, going left side, short corner, and that shot is
a little over the net.
A little too much sauce on that one. And pass telegraphed, nearly picked off. It was McVicker, but it's tipped out of bounds and it'll remain Warrior possession. So it's Anderson to inbound. She gets it to Audrey Parnell. Parnell to Kirchner. Pass is nearly stolen, and it's out of bounds again. So McVicker on 2 consecutive plays, nearly coming up with the steal. Screen from Kirchner near the top of the key. Dribble is lost. Got to get rid of it. Gets it to Kirchner out on the right side wing. Now attacking into the lane. Layup off the glass. Partially tipped. Offensive rebound for Kirchner. Can't convert the layup. And it ends up in the hands of Emma Baker. Now to McVicker, now up to Hansen. Hansen wasn't ready for the pass. It's turned over. And now the Warriors going back the other way.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, beautiful move off the glass. Layup is good.
Yeah, I was about to say, unfortunately for the Raiders, that turnover game is just not improving at all. And the Warriors are taking a little more advantage of it after they caught on to it in the first half.
And just when it felt like the Raiders were starting to get something going, the Warriors come back and wow. So the free throw was no good, and it looks like we've got a loose ball foul. And we do, going against Kirchner, trying to fight for an offensive rebound. That's her second foul. Team's third of the half. Now it's Baker over to McVicker. McVicker losing the dribble. Ball's nearly loose. Now to Baker looking for Newton. Newton attacking. Layup is,
No good, unfortunately.
Couldn't get it to fall, but there was contact, and she'll go to the free throw line.
So she'll be able to make up for the missed layup, which was Newton.
I'd like to assume so.
I mean, the lowest odds I'd give her is 85 to 15.
So those are some good odds.
I mean, she has the stats to back it up.
She's
But I just
That's what
jinxed
we
her.
get. That's what we get.
Yep.
Notably, that was the third foul on junior guard Audrey Parnell. With 12 and a half to go here, potentially kind of flirting with foul trouble. If she were to pick up another one, she'd certainly have to come out of the game as Newton hits one of two. Now we're going the other way. Quick shot, can't get it to go from the short corner. Rebound goes Raiders. Now McVicker trying to push the pace to Newton. Now to Levos. Levos puts the ball on the floor. It's taken by the Warriors, and nice defensive play by McVicker to slow down the fast break.
Definitely. And, the foul game has improved for the Raiders in this second half.
They've
so
done a
far.
good job, right.
6 minutes in, you only got one versus where you were approaching double digits throughout the first half. The Warriors, not so much. They're still making a good amount of fouls. They're at 4 currently here in the second half.
Passes grabbed out of midair, and now it's Daly going the other way. Layup, wild shot off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Now it's the Warriors back on the attack. That's Brown looking into the post for Kirchner. Kirchner couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. And she's going to go to the free throw line.
Yep.
You got to put a body on her. She's got to be boxed out.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to compete in a game when there's 2 and 3 offensive rebounds on one possession. So Kirchner can't get the first to go. Interesting to see she's several inches behind the free throw line. Most players try to get up as close as possible. And she misses both. Pass, tried to save it out of bounds, couldn't do it.
Yeah, looking at these roster sheets, it looks like Kirchner's the tallest player in this game at 6'2". So, you got a little bit more of an advantage when you're backing up from the line. That's all you are.
Daly on the attack, now to Levos. Levos going right at the rack. The layup is good. And the foul.
Just the break the Raiders needed.
Levos with a chance to cut the lead to 10. For the first time in several minutes. Game minutes. Nice job by her, the 5'4" senior point guard. Can't convert the free throw, but we got an offensive rebound. Wild shot, can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Now it's fought for. We've got a jump ball. It's going to be Warrior possession. Someone picked up their 4th foul. Ooh, that might have been Parnell.
Yeah, I think that was.
So Parnell.
Audrey Parnell, just for clarification's
sake.
sake.
Yep, yeah, good point. Audrey Parnell, it looks like she has 4 fouls. So we've got Brown from the short corner, can't get it to go. And another foul call. looks like a loose ball foul. It's going to go in against Kirchner, so maybe being a little too aggressive trying to get after the offensive rebounds. That's her third. And I think all three of those have come in the last couple minutes. As we get Levos crossing midcourt now to McVicker. Now over to Daly. Daly into the post to Levos. Levos dumping it off. Beautiful give and go there. Now Schlottman converting the layup. And the lead is back to single digits. Oh, beautiful press break. I mean, that is absolutely a textbook press break. What a sight for sore eyes. I mean, that is fantastic.
We haven't seen really any of that this entire game.
Now we get Daly handing off to Levos. Levos attacking the lane. She's hit.
They're going to call foul.
That should be number 7. So it should be bonus. And it is. So we'll get Shea Levos going to the free throw line for 1 and 1. She makes the first. She'll get a second. If she misses, it's a live ball off the rim. So the first is good. She'll get a shot here at the second. And she'll go 2 of 2 there from the charity stripe. Three-pointer from the top of the key catches absolutely nothing. And now full court pressure looks to be kind of being picked up. Kind of a lazy press. Beautiful pass there from Daly. Now kicked out. Levos wants a 3 from the left side. Can't get it to go. Cece Bell saves it from going out of bounds. Gonna try and go coast to coast. Oh, beautiful pass. What a find from Cece Bell. I believe that was Caroline Anderson on the layup. Now it's a wild shot off the backboard. That's not a very smart shot there from the Raiders. Now it's Warriors going the other way. Bell near the top of the key. Screen. Little pick and pop. Beautiful shot from the top of the key, and that's cashed in.
Now 14-point lead for the Warriors after that 3-point convert.
South of 10 minutes to go here in regulation. Turnaround jump shot is good, and that's got to be a little bit of a sigh of relief there for the Raiders. That was McVicker on the turnaround jumper. Now Monica Brown thought about a mid-range shot, decided against it. Natalie Parnell with possession, now backing down near the elbow. Back to Brown, looking for Kirchner. Beautiful defense there from Newton. So we get a substitution. Baker replaces Daly. Now it's Notsheim handing off to the corner, trying to get it inside to Bell. Emma Baker is fantastic. I'll just say it. She's a freshman, and she is the definition of a hustle player. 12-point advantage for the Warriors. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Newton with a turnaround jumper off short iron. Can't get it. Oh, beautiful pass. Offensive rebound. And Schlottman converting the layup.
Calling a blocking foul there on McVicker, it looks like.
And that is going to be trouble. McVicker now has 4 fouls.
Staying in right now. Could possibly be a substitution here real quick, and it looks like they're going to bring Hanson back in the game to replace McVicker.
Thought about a 3. Now Notsheim from a couple feet behind the arc. She's cash! What a shot there from Izzy Notsheim, the 5'8" junior guard.
Nice layup.
Who's got a beautiful 3-point stroke, and McVicker answering right back with a mid-range jumper of her own. Now a 3-pointer, rimmed. Ooh, I thought she might get a friendly bounce there. That 3-pointer was no good for Parnell. Natalie. The lead is 11 for the Warriors. They will inbound from under the bucket. Pass out near the top of the key, driving into the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle.
Now they're calling one.
It's an injury timeout.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to see. I believe that's Izzy Notchheim. Looks like she's okay.
Just a hard fall. Sounded worse than it actually is by the looks of things.
Standing under her own power and in the huddle, so you have to assume she's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, she's staying in the game. Good for her.
I always say it. They're built from absolute titanium. Players will fight through almost anything, especially with the adrenaline pumping. All right, so Levos inbounds. Let's give it immediately back to Levos. Who's going to take a baseline pass. Goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover.
No good chance to really keep it in.
So kind of some full court pressure here from the Raiders defense, trying to play what looks to be a trap style press. So we go to the corner with Kirchner. A ball is thrown off the back of a Raider. Bodies are hitting the floor. Ends up in the hands of Notchheim, who's going to make it.
Shrugging that fall pretty off.
Just a couple feet from inside the three-point line, and Notchheim has had a pretty stellar second half. Newton for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound is fought for. We've got a foul call.
McVicker falling down.
We've got a foul call. It's going to go against the senior forward, Aria Eichhoff. And it should be, this should be free throws.
Looks
Okay,
like
there we go.
Be,
I was going to say they were setting up for an inbounds pass. I'm like, that is not right. So first free throw of the 1-and-1 is good. McVicker now for her second. Rattles home, so 2 for 2 there from the charity stripe. The lead cut to 11. Trying to attack quickly are the Warriors. Now over to Bell, who's saying, give me the ball. I'm wide open.
Yeah.
Bell attacking. Can't get the floater to go. Newton with the rebound going the other way. Crossing midcourt is Newton. And she traveled. Thought about trying to make the cross-court pass, decided against it, and just took one too many steps.
Really unfortunate there.
So now it's Notchheim from behind the three-point line. Pass into...
That one bouncing off McVicker.
Trying to get the pass into Kirchner. Now it's McVicker going the other way. Ball off her own leg. And it's a jump ball. So it's going to stay Raider possession, but bit of an unforced, kind of just bad luck, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So McVicker gets replaced by Daly. Avery Daly, the 5'6" senior guard. Now ball inbounded to Newton. 6 minutes and change here to go in regulation.
Whoa.
Newton losing it. She's hit, and it's out of bounds. So it's going to be a Warrior possession.
Yeah, it was just a weird fumble there by Newton. Couldn't really get a good grasp on it, and the only thing that was really going to happen there was the ball floating out of bounds.
Now it's Parnell with possession. The Raiders will do that kind of trap-style defense that they've done, but it's been broken so well. Layup is missed. Offensive rebound goes Kirchner. Now trying to get it to Bell. It's stolen. Ball's on the ground.
Players
oh, my
falling
goodness.
over each other. Hanson getting the ball finally.
Hansen is rejected at the rack.
But they're going to call a foul, it looks like.
What was that last 15 seconds?
I honestly don't know what
Bodies were hitting the floor. Nobody had possession.
One of the wildest turnovers we've seen this entire game.
Now we get Hansen at the free throw line to shoot a pair. She makes the first. So she'll get an opportunity here at the second to cut it to single digits, and she does. So for the first time in a long time, the lead is single digits for the Warriors, and the Raiders have life. 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the second half. Raiders playing that trap defense again. I'm not a fan of this.
No, because it's leaving one of the. Oh.
Wow. So we had a Warrior player get bumped out of bounds. No foul call. And we've got a warning to the bench, which includes the fans. Because clearly some upset patrons that don't like the officiating here.
I mean, it hasn't been the best scene.
And that pass is picked off. Bell going the other way. What do they say? Ball don't lie. Pass. Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
That one had too much on it.
The amount of passes that have just been thrown out of bounds is rather unfortunate here for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's the best way of putting it.
The lead is still 9. 5.5 minutes to go. This press nearly stolen. Warriors trying to set up the offense. A little bit of a handoff there to CeCe Bell, who's going to take it baseline. Bell to the short corner, now kicked out. Notchheim from the left side wing. That three is good. You can't give her any space at all or she will bury it. Now Baker getting it to McVicker. Three-pointer's no good.
No.
Newton hits the floor. She's slow to get up. Now it's Bell going straight to the rack. Kick to the right side corner. Now back out. Oh, my goodness. She's going to pull the trigger from so far behind the arc. Notchheim is on absolute fire right now. There was a little hesitation where, they thought about.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is the Raiders let her take full advantage of that hesitation and no hesitation to convert.
She thought about.
Oh, yeah.
Pulling the trigger from pretty much the white line.
Right.
And then was like, yeah, I'll just do it anyways. And just. I mean, that was insane. She's been so good tonight. This is why I always say I wish we had live stats because I want to know how many points she has, but
sure.
She's going to have 4 or 5 threes.
Minimum.
Is she a senior? Wow, she's a junior.
No. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The lead is 15. So this is. Anything is possible. You know Al Michaels. Do you believe in miracles? Yeah, but we're getting pretty close to out of reach here for the Raiders.
4.5 minutes left to go, and they will have to go on the hottest streak they've had this entire game and hope that the turnover game stops here.
So it's Daly on the attack. Trying to take it baseline against Bell. Now kick to the corner. Three-pointer is up and good. A three-pointer there from Levos to chip into the lead.
Shortening it down to 12. Good momentum started for the Raiders to really
Notchheim again. Oh, can't get it to go.
Huge break for the Raiders on that one.
She's one of those players that you have to know where she is. And even if you lose her for 5 seconds, she'll make you pay. So possession remains with the Warriors. Now south of 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Parnell is going to try and get it into the post. Ooh, a little bit of a spin move from Bell. Can't get it to go. And we've got a foul call. Looks like it's going to go against the Raiders. And it does. So that's going to be Emma Baker's second foul. As we get Newton checking back into the game. Replacing Schultz. Now to the right side to Kirchner. Attacking, trying to go baseline. Swing pass finds its way to CeCe Bell in the post. Bell kicking out. Three-pointer is blocked.
Good block there by Baker.
Rebound goes Bell. Bell falls over. Rebound goes Levos, and the Raiders are going the other way. Oh, beautiful pass. What a pass! Newton, the layup is good. And the contact, so she'll go to the line to shoot one. Who passed that?
I didn't catch it.
Oh, it was
Baker?
It was Baker.
Yeah, no.
She's had a good game.
Oh,
Baker's
sure.
been very good tonight. Now it's Newton from the stripe. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, but ends up in Warrior hands. Now to the, oh my goodness, she's open again. Notsheim cashing this time from the corner. Now up to Newton. Newton on the layup. She's, oh! They're going to say travel.
Huh.
We thought it was going to be another and one, and they say she walked.
I didn't really catch a walk there.
I
It was
didn't
more
either.
of a layup.
The lead is 13. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in regulation. Now on the left side wing, that's Notsheim again. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes Daly.
Nope.
And it's lost out of bounds.
Some miscommunication there for Levos and Daly.
And we've got a timeout for the Warriors, leading by 13. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation.
I feel like the Warriors are comfortable with their lead right now where, you only got 2.5 minutes left. They're probably just going to kill the clock more than anything. Maybe add a couple more points onto this.
They are in prime clock running territory. So that's one of the things, like, I really wish high school basketball had a shot clock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, obviously the Warriors haven't done it tonight. They clearly aren't trying to run the clock out. They should start doing it about now. But, if a team has like a 6-point or an 8-point lead with 9 minutes left, they shouldn't be trying to run the clock out. And I see too many high school teams trying to do that. So I would lobby for a 35 or 40-second shot clock.
A little bit longer, but
Still
1.5.
Because NBA is 24 seconds, college basketball is 35 seconds.
Right.
Gonna have to cross midcourt here. Kind of. Okay. Pass is nearly picked off by McVicker. Now Warriors slowing down the pace. Now to Parnell. Out near the logo. A little bit of a screen. Now kicked out to Notsheim. Now back over to Parnell. And Notsheim's going to the rack. She's fouled on the layup attempt, so she'll go to the free throw line to try and put this game away for the Warriors.
And with how she's been able to convert 3-pointers all game, you would assume Notsheim at the line. Not too much of a problem for her. Well, on that shot.
So
Converting one of two, yep.
1 of 2 from the stripe. Now it's Newton going the other way. 1 minute, 46 seconds to go in this contest. Now Daly with possession over to McVicker. Now to Baker. Thought about a 3. Going to stop and pop. And that one's short. Nice save by Daly. Ball is fought for, and it's going to be Warrior possession. Looks like we'll get some substitutions here. So that'll be Hansen, Schultz, and Brooke Jackson checking into the game here, likely for the final 90 seconds or so, as Newton notably goes to the bench. Bell is going to take a 3. Can't get it to go. Kind of a surprise. Oh, wow. Pass is immediately stolen.
Good read there by Natalie Parnell. Just wanted to make sure I got the right Parnell listed off.
Now it's Daly. And that pass is tipped out of bounds. CC Bell's playing like this game is still hanging in the balance.
16 points isn't really the balance, but
yeah,
hey,
no,
I mean,
I think
if she wants to give the effort in, there's no crime in that.
I think it's fair to say that this game is not hanging in the balance. That's
with only a minute left to go. Yeah.
That's correct. So we get Daly could have just taken a layup there. Instead, the ball is loose. Bodies are everywhere. And now with 45 seconds to go, you got to assume the Warriors are just going to slow it down.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
So Notchheim out near the logo. Now south of 30 seconds remaining here in regulation. Now over to Natalie Parnell. Into the short corner to Bell. Back up. And it'll probably stay there. 5 seconds to go, and that will be the final score. It is a 59-43 victory for the Henry Sibley Warriors over the hometown Hastings Raiders. Contest was close early and throughout the first half. Lead was kind of chipped away there in the second half, but eventually it just ballooned and the Warriors pulled away late.
The Warriors caught on to the fumbling pass game that was happening for the Raiders this entire game, and they took full advantage of it in the second half. And again, the Warriors were having that same trouble of just turnovers happen frequently in the first half, but they limited that in the second half, and that was really the difference maker in this game.
Yeah, the turnovers were the story. It was similar to the last time these two teams played. It was turnovers that played a factor then, and it was turnovers that played the same factor now. And also, most notably for me was Izzy Notchheim.
Oh, yeah.
The junior guard. I mean, she shot the absolute lights out of this gym.
I think she only missed 2 of her 3-point attempts.
I mean, the one she nearly was at the logo. She was at the white line when she pulled it and buried it. And it's like, you have to adjust. After she makes, I said the same thing in the last game these two teams played. After you see her make a couple of those, it's like, man, you got to step out and put some pressure on her.
Exactly.
Or she's going to continue to do that the whole night.
And she was able to.
She was. So a great contest there. And we'll get credits here. So for Hunter Pinkey, Wes Papp, Tom Ritchie, Theo Tollefson, I'm Reagan Hooverman saying goodbye from Hastings, and thanks for tuning in. See ya.